the budget category. With Tenable knives, they are the budget subsidiary of Concept Knives. We're going to go ahead and go with the, drum roll please, the Deadite, a Jeff Blowvolt from Tough Knives design. We have kind of like a gray titanium sort of coated 14C 28N steel blade with a silver aluminum handle. Let's go ahead and check it out here together. Having the Rivery Zero here do the honors. USA made machine aluminum, very, very fidget friendly. I'll also have a link down below as well if you guys want to check it out. But what do you get out of the box? You have a wiping cloth, you have some paperwork, then we got the knife, and then we have a little cushion here. We have Omega springs, so we have some additional ones here for extra peace of mind. I like it. And of course, a very important silica gel. With that out of the way, let's take a look here. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh man, come on now. Oh, is this what we're calling a budget knife these days? My goodness, guys, look at this Epcot ball looking micro milling going on here on the handle. That is insane. So that is milled aluminum with sort of like a triangle pattern going on, right? Right side up, upside down triangles. That is beautiful right there. Holy macaroni. I think this knife is going to give the Benchmade Anthem a run for its money. I'll tell you what. Once we get through it here, we got a deep pocket carry clip here, non-reversible for some reason. I don't know why. It's a crossbar lock knife. I mean, it's a no-brainer. We have exposed liners, 2 standoffs, sandwich construction. We got the good old crossbar lock, thumb studs for deployment as well. That milling feels very, very nice. Good grip, good texture to it. I like it. Definitely a looker. And then, well, bam, then we have the blade on the Deadite. Check this thing out, right? We got a little bit of a clip point blade going on there with a little bit of a swedge. Flat grind. There's that gray coat, titanium looking gray coat on the blade. It is 14C 28N steel, everyone's favorite budget steel these days. And I mean, you're not going to tell me that's not a good looking knife right there, especially with this combo right here. That is fire. Absolute fire. A little bit of a tanto going on here as well. I almost didn't notice that at the beginning, but check that out. We got a little bit of a section here and then a little bit of a peak here, very minimal. Should probably zoom in just a tad bit. You can see it a little bit better. A little bit of a corner here instead of a full belly. Right, almost very minimal, but yes, still present. We still got all kinds of oils on the blade and whatnot. Let's go ahead and give that a good wipe. There we go. That is more like it. Absolutely a good looking blade indeed. Interesting geometry. Definitely got a pokey tip there for some tip work. Good cutting path. Definitely got that going for it. And of course, the ergos are going to be pretty solid. I'm able to get a full 4-finger grip with the hammer grip here. I can forward choke a tad bit on this flat area right there. That feels nice. No jimping on the blade. I'm sure that was a conscious decision. A little bit of jimping, right? Wouldn't have hurt, I think, in my opinion. I would have personally preferred a little bit of jimping there, but that's, you know, nitpicking. If anything, more personal preference. Now, as far as the action, of course, it's going to be on ball bearings. So, as you would expect, action is going to be pretty good. All right, check that out. You got good weighty blade there to open and close. You can use a crossbar lock all day. We can thumb deploy, and then we can Spidey flick. So at least 3 different deployment options. Good acoustics on the open and close. And you have the ability on this one, kind of like a Kizer clutch lock, to adjust the tension on the Omega spring, right? Got those 3 dots right there and over here, right? You can make it a little bit tighter, a little bit looser. While we're here, we do have some milling on the inside. Those liners are milled for weight reduction. So that's a good thing. Should translate into a good weight knife, I would say somewhere around 3.5 ounces. I'm gonna go 3.5 given the size and everything. All right, a little bit more. Look at that. I need to recalibrate my hand scale. 4.5 ounces, 127 grams. All right, let's let the scale tell you the story, the full story here. 4.5 ounces, not bad. Again, it kind of gives you premium knife vibes and still pretty lightweight for it being the size of knife we got going on here. Good alignment, as you would expect on the blade there. And as far as the measurements here, we're looking at an overall length of 8.25 inches. We have a 3.5 inch blade with a just a little bit over 3.5, like 3.55 inch cutting path. And then we have a 4.75 inch handle. So good first impression here from the Deadite, a Tough Knives collaboration with Tenable Knives. I am absolutely here for it. Good geometry, good looking design overall. Big hardware TA all around. Beautiful micro milling here on the handle for sure. Again, it looks like the Epcot ball. If you've ever been to Epcot, right, one of Disney's parks here in Orlando, Florida, of course, it should come in at a very affordable price.